Pocatello drivers learned yesterday that power lines can be broken at any time. So what should you do if you come across a downed line? KPVI News that works for you reporter Zane Hopen spoke with Idaho Power officials today to learn the safest ways to deal with a downed power line. Zane.
Thanks, Matt. Nobody was hurt in yesterday's incident on the I-15, but somebody very easily could have been. Fortunately, professionals arrived quickly, but what if that's not always the case? Monday evening, a power line was struck by lightning and fell across Interstate 15 near the Clark Street exit in Pocatello. The pole caught fire and the power line fell across a semi-truck, and nobody was injured. Mark Lupo with Idaho Power says they have people whose job it is to patrol these power lines, but keeping something like this from happening isn't that easy.
We're always working to be proactive and stop things from happening, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Lupo says most of the time it doesn't matter what preventative measures Idaho Power takes. Mother Nature usually prevails when she faces power lines. And power line safety usually isn't something people have on the top of their list of things to know. Idaho Power knows that, so what exactly should someone do if they encounter a broken power line?
If you come across a down power line, if it's across the top of your car or something, do not attempt to move that line. Stay in that vehicle. If it's a safety thing like a fire starting or something like that, make sure you jump out of that vehicle, clearing the car, the path or where the car is and the line, and jump with both feet hitting the ground at the same time. So you're not a path to ground for that power line.
Lupo added you should always assume the line is energized and you should call Idaho Power or 911 right away if you come across one. And while safe practices around power lines may be generally unknown, Idaho Power thinks they're as important to know as any emergency procedure.
We have a line that people man around the clock. And so call them. We'll get crews out right away. We take this stuff serious. We don't want any injuries.
If you'd like to learn more about power line safety, Idaho Power has a whole section for it on their website under their safety tab. Live in the studio, I'm Zane Hopen. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Zane.